looks like the grass is coming along nicely. In this field anyway. So we're obviously in a field right now, headed back to the farm, and I've got a lot of things to do today, and I'm excited to bring you guys along with me. I've got to put these on. I forget how much I hate doing that, but shiny new one. Gross old one. Now I just have to replace. Shouldn't have crossed that off, I guess, but still have 3 left to do, I guess I should say. But I got a list of things I was supposed to do today. Brent wasn't going to be around. He is back now. It's like 2 o'clock. It took me this long to do everything. So what you guys would have seen me doing up in the field, well, you didn't see me doing it, but I was leaving the field when I did that. I moved a fence line from a field that we rent part of the field, and then we have hay in the other part of the field. And the people that are renting it have kind of slowly creeped down toward our hay and moved the line so that we can take most of our field back. So we just put a temporary fence up there so they'll know not to plant corn there. So I did that, and then I was supposed to, I'll let you actually see my list. So I moved the fence line, I only replaced one because this was the last job I did, and honestly I don't have time to finish the rest of them, but I replaced these, which you guys just saw me do one. That's the only one I managed to do, but it was the worst one that we've been having the most trouble with. We've been having trouble, like when you hook your machine up to it, it'll pull back on it and it'll suck air, and then the machine will fall off, and it's really annoying, so I replaced that. I cleaned the inside of the bulk tank, and I also cleaned the drain. So you can take the whole drain apart, and I did that and cleaned everything. Actually got in it. I'm a mess. Look, my pants are like so heavy. My shirt is all wet. I'm just, like I said, I'm a mess. And then I also cleaned the vacuum tank because, as you guys know, a couple days ago we flooded the whole system twice. And it obviously has milk in it, so I had to clean that out to make sure we didn't have rotten milk in there. So the only thing that I didn't get on my list was I was supposed to remove the baler hood struts. So I'm probably going to do that tomorrow because they're not holding up the hood anymore, and I need it held up so I can see what's going on, because we had problems with the baler last year. Well, I say the baler, but we're pretty sure that it was the net wrap that we bought was no good. But either way, I want to be able to see what's going on, so we're going to get a couple new struts for it just so the hood will stay up, so I can keep an eye on things and make sure that it's not running on net when it's not supposed to, or that it's cutting it when it's supposed to. You guys know all that. When Brent comes back out, we're going to be going over to take a look at the Massey. I'm really excited to show you guys. I've got some video to insert. I'll probably just do that now because we're still waiting for Brent. But yesterday, we worked on it with the mechanic and we got the PTO working. So the only problem left to work on is the high-low, and we think we know what's wrong with that. So I'll tell you that when we go across and look at it. But right now, you can watch all the video that I took yesterday, testing it out and just how everything went. So I'll insert that now. And trying the PTO under a load. See what happens. Want me to unhook it? Okay. Yeah. The key is on. I left it on.
Yep. Oh, key's on?
Yeah, I left it on.
Just for the heck of it, try your high-low one again. Try that high-low one.
All right.
On the head there, it has no power to it. Probably that is, but that, it looks in the book like that one.
What?
You can follow that. Open line anywhere.
Back to today. Brent's still not out, so I thought I'd show you. We had this big mama calf this morning. So this is Big Red. She's probably 7 or 8 years old. She's a milking shorthorn Holstein cross. And she calved, I think I already said that. She calved this morning. How many times am I going to tell you that? She actually had one of the big, I think probably the biggest calf we've had this whole year, this whole calving season. And she did not have it on her own. She was not interested. She didn't even keep laying down. She pushed for a while, and then she just got up, stood there with the calf hanging half out of her, and wasn't even trying to push it out. So me and Brent had to take the OB chains and pull it out. And she was just up. She's fine. She's got a nice looking bag I'd like to show you, but she's resting right now, so I won't get her up. But she hasn't cleaned yet. I think she will. We're just going to give her a little bit of time. Hopefully she will. But this is her big baby boy. Look at him. And he has been standing and everything, so he's healthy, but that is one big baby. So it turned out to be nice.
Real nice.
It's much better than 80 degrees. What is it, like 60? No, it's not even 60.
No, it's not. Just right. All right, let's look at it.
There it is. So, is it on this side? No.
No, this side.
This side? So you called
I called the Massey place.
Waterman's.
And this little thing.
So this one, right here.
Yeah, that one right there. When you pull your high-low lever,
Just
that plunger comes out, and it does something with that.
it's supposed to. It must be. It's supposed to complete an electrical circuit. Is what
I think so,
happens?
because right now there's juice to those two wires. Pull that high-low lever. He said there's a button in there it hits.
So if you can just screw it out, he said.
He said like a spark plug.
Yeah.
He said if you, a little oil will come out. He said so.
Well,
So I'll,
let's see what it is. I guess the book is in here. The manual.
yeah.
I don't know. We looked at it enough yesterday. This whole thing is like Greek to me, but we were checking like these solenoid things with the magnets in them, and there didn't seem to be anything wrong with those. But where this... So the paper that was in there that was free,
The what?
the paper in there that was not hooked, that is where the switch was.
That was it right here.
There's no... Work lamps. Electronics. This is stuff that I don't even test.
I could just talk to him in class.
I guess you're gonna have to, because I don't, unless it's in, oh, that's your lift electrical system. Okay, maybe it does break it down into,
Over here.
this is your lift electrical section. It doesn't really, but there's no better, that's the best breakdown they
What's
have.
it called? Where'd you see what it's called?
Right there, hair tortoise switch. But what's here? Hair tortoise switch is 43 here too. So,
Yeah. See, and it goes up there, and then it goes up here.
I'm in the metal building. I gotta work on the baler. Taking those struts off. I have enough time, so I'm just gonna do it today. I've got an adjustable wrench and a whole bunch of metric wrenches. Bleh. I should have everything I need. Also, I'm eating a brownie because this is my lunch. I don't know if I can figure out a way to make this prop up the hood. We'll see. But this is what it does. Not very good. Oh, I think this is actually perfect. Look at that. Now I just got... Okay. Too big. It's 13. It's a 13 millimeter. I think ratcheting wrenches might be the greatest invention ever. read the numbers on it. See, and my brother is just like a little bit too long. There we go. That's better. Got him.
Huh?
Got him.
Fun?
I said got him.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them. Oh, it's a couple days later, and we've got a whole new set of problems. That's empty. So that's good. It's completely empty, so it must be going.
Okay.
Just I'll watch it.
Yeah, you watch it.
Awfully dry right now. I mean, it's going. You just watched it pump it, but it's really dry.
Yeah, I do not trust her.
Yeah, it's going. Stay on this time. Gee. We are definitely running behind this morning. We're just finishing up milking. I have a lot to explain to you guys, but I realized you haven't seen Greta since she calved. She's like looking right at the camera like, yeah, baby. I made fun of her a while ago saying she was chubby, and obviously she was pregnant, so, but she's still chubby. Definitely got some pudge going on, don't you? She said, I'm drinking, leave me alone. Want to see her udder. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Okay, so the story behind this morning's troubles, we were going about everything like we usually do. The cleaner needed to be run, so Brent was doing that. He turned it on, and then we went to do other things because we always do that. So he turned on the water for the gutter cleaner, turned on the cleaner and the pump, and then he started loading a bale for me to go around the barn because we always go around with the bale before the girls come in so they take a stall better. And I started getting ready to bed the cows. Well, I was bedding the first few stalls, and Brent yelled up and said that the water to the gutter was not running anymore. So he shut off the pump and everything, because if you don't know, that pump needs water to pump the manure underground. If you don't have it, sawdust will plug up the hole that it pushes it through, and it's a nightmare. You have to either call a septic truck or you have to get down in the hopper. Not a fun job. I've done that like at least twice. Maybe I've done that 3 times. I don't know, but it's disgusting. You have to get in the poop pit and it's nasty. So we avoid that at all costs because it can be expensive and time consuming and just really annoying. So the water always has to be running in the gutter. So I knew that I didn't shut the barn water off last night. Sometimes I do, but I didn't do it last night. Apologize, this corner is a absolute mess because we haven't cleaned up from winter yet, but this is the barn water. So this is off, this is on. And when I came up here, the pressure was all the way down at 0 and it wasn't turning back on. So this pressure switch runs it. I tried just tapping it to see if it would connect, and there didn't seem to be any power there at all. We thought the pump in the pond had burned up because we were getting power here and we were getting power out there up until it's buried and then it goes underground, but for like 20 feet it's not buried. So we checked everything and there was power to everything, so we thought the pump had burned up. But it didn't trip any breakers in any of these boxes or anything, which seems weird. And there's a couple fuses in here that were fine too. But when we opened this up to check this, I was just checking it with this, and I tapped one of the hot ones, and it didn't do anything, and then all of a sudden it turned red, and the whole system came on. So we're assuming that this box is getting bad, and we're gonna have to replace that. And it's not surprising, because I think Brent's dad and his uncle put that box in, which was a long time ago. So I don't even know if they still make Murray boxes. It's kind of funny, because one of you guys had commented that 2 years ago, we had trouble with the gutter cleaner chain. We had to replace that. And then last year we had problems with the pump, the manure pump actually, like the whole head fell off and everything. That was a nightmare. And this year it seems to be electrical problems. We're having electrical problems in the milk room, electrical problems that runs the water, and the whole milk room thing is another thing. So it started doing the same thing again. We had to have the technician come back. We didn't actually get a new wire for the spark plug wire for the probe, because we ran a wash. We kind of decided we just wanted to hold off. We didn't want to spend any money until we knew exactly what was going on. We didn't want to jump the gun and waste money on something. So we ran a wash, and it didn't pump over then either. And those are 2 separate probes. So it definitely wasn't the wire or the probe, because it wasn't pumping over on the wash cycle or the milk cycle. We had the technician come back, and we thought maybe possibly we had a faulty board, because they are refurbished. So I mean, it's possible that you could get one that's bad. Even if they're brand new, you could get one that's bad. But that didn't seem to be the problem either. He did find a couple of ground wires that were really, really loose. So we're hoping that was the problem, because this morning and last night we've had no issues. But if it keeps doing this and we have nowhere else to turn, our next option is probably gonna have to be to replace the whole panel and go with like an IBA panel or something. They don't make surge pacemakers anymore. That one's from like the 90s, so I really like the system. It's been really, really good. It's just lately we've been having troubles with it because it's old, and who knows, maybe it's worn out, I don't know. But it seems to be working now. He also did adjust, I wish I could show you guys, but the panel's all shut now. There's a couple screws, like a couple white screws, and one of them, actually we adjusted them. One of them controls the sensitivity of the probe, so like when the milk touches it, it can go up farther, or it'll just barely touch it and it'll pump over. And the other one does like the pump duration, how long it pumps the milk from the jar over into, how long the pump runs, I guess. So I was just explaining this morning's problems.
I hope we get it fixed on the ground. So, but then again, it worked 2 days, it worked a whole day, and then the next day it wouldn't pump once, so.
We don't really know, because it wasn't, like yesterday it wasn't pumping at all, ever. It never did once.
It never started
it didn't.
all, so we filled the vacuum tank right full of milk and the jar full, so we probably lost 100 pounds right from the start.
Yeah, 100 pounds of milk we lost. I didn't get to catch any of it, because a little I got to keep for the calves, but I don't know.
We had the technician come out and look it over, and we found a ground that really wasn't very tight. It wasn't tight at all. So, and there was a ground strap, a braided ground strap that wasn't even there. Probably been rusted off for years, but it was grounded in another place. But this ground that we found was really, really loose.
But like you said, thank you. This morning,
It worked perfect.
it worked perfect, and last night it worked perfect. But it did that the other day. It worked perfect, and then it didn't work at all the next day. So
You can't tell.
I don't know. We don't know what's. But like you said, if it does this, keeps doing this,
We'll put a new box.
your only other option is another box.
Yeah. I mean, the probes,
Breakfast time.
I think are fine. Maybe it's come to the end of its life, but that ground certainly won't hurt anything tightening that up. That's for sure.
Jimmy Dean makes a good breakfast sandwich.
Yep. Probably 6 months from now, we'll be like, can't even look at one.
We've had like,
2 boxes.
there's like 12 in a box, and we've had 2 boxes in the last week and a half. They still taste good to me.
Probably turned on you something fast, like, whoa.
But it's like a pancake with sausage and egg and cheese,
Maple.
and then it's got like maple syrup in the pancake. So good.
Yeah, good. But like
So-
I say,
We're gonna overdo it.
yeah.
We'll be back. We got to work on one of the rakes. We got our part back, so we're gonna work on that. Gotta knock it out.
Oh. Okay, perfect. Okay.
Where's your pin? Oh, right there. Hollow pin.
Okay, you go on.
There you go. Now push it toward me a little bit. I'm gonna turn it toward the barn. Pull it back toward you a little bit more.
Yeah, that started. Tap that in. Hold it. Okay, so. There you go. Good. There you go, right there.
I got it.
Yeah, watch your fingers.
Oh, that's gonna be the hard part. Okay. That wrench is a popular mechanic.
Yeah. Then, let me do one more. Okay.
I'm gonna back up, so.
Go around the long side.
After much hammering, we semi-fixed it. Somebody ran into it. Because the bar where the roller goes around on that side right there was like curved way under the roller and is hitting. That's what was fetching everything up.
There's no half link in this. I'm glad we didn't start doing this with this. Would have been shit up a creek. Okay, first thing you need is loosen that.
That's
Okay.
the 11/16.
Take, hold this. No, hold that on the bottom. That's it. Whoops, why did that?
Huh?
Why'd that go easy? Turn it a little the other way. Okay, hold it right there. Can you turn it?
Towards you?
Yeah. Oh. Okay, now turn it toward me. Let me turn it. You hold it.
There.
Yeah. Which one is it? This one?
It's this one. Got it.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that. You're supposed to be able to not bend it. How we got the ride. Look, just fell out of one.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo, doggy.
Cutting it close on that one last year, I
Yeah,
guess.
I guess we would.
Here's your other piece there. So, now we need a new chain. I think that makes this video really long. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Probably tired of hearing about our struggles with everything lately. Like you said this morning, you can go months, nothing happening, nothing wrong, everything going great, and then all of a sudden, everything happens at once. It's just the way it is when you're farming.
You really should get that.
On that cheery note, keep it real, keep farming. See you in the next one.
Peace out.
Peace out.